Use this castle strat on bank to win more of your ranked games. To do this strat, it'll be on the top floor of bank. The first castle you're going to do is the right side castle double window of jail. Then immediately do a 180 and castle the left side single window here. This makes it to where if you have anybody in janitor, they don't have to worry about any windows or anybody inside of jail contesting them when they swing out to contest these windows when they rotate, which makes playing in janitor way safer, but we'll come back to that. Because your third castle is going to go on this single door right next to the beepers. Then you're going to leave this single window unbarricaded and barricade the other three. And your final castle is going to go on the trump double door here. With all three of these castles, the 3 barricades here and the single castle here, your job is to hold trump. With this castle here, you don't have to worry about the single window over there, or anybody inside of jail. You don't have to worry about anybody inside of lobby with these 3 barricades, or anybody pushing up banana stairs with this castle. But if you don't have to worry about them, that means they don't have to worry about you, and they can just sneak up, right? Well, that's actually not true, because you're going to put a prox alarm on the bottom of these stairs right here. This will let you know if anyone is rotating, then you can hop out the single window over there and contest them. Your only other real issue is somebody sneaking into janitor, but you can also put a prox alarm at the top of this sign here to prevent that as well. In terms of site setup, all you're going to do is make a rotate to CEO, or conference, whatever you call this room, and then you're going to put head holes in the middle of this wall. With these holes, combined with these holes for stock, now you can sit in conference and watch anybody hopping in the stock windows, which is why this is one of the best strats for top floor bank. Now that was just one out of 10 different SoloQ strats that I'll be going over in today's video. The second of which being a mute strat for the top floor of consulate. Firstly, go into the closet and make sure this wall is reinforced. Then, hop on this table, break this wooden thing here, and put a mute jammer on the very far corner of the table just like this. This mute jammer will cover the entire wall, and is one of the best mute jammers in the entire game because they can't upside down rappel on the wall to get rid of its area of effect. Your second mute jammer will go on this door here. Your third mute jammer will go on the yellow door here. Then, reinforce the left side of this wall here. Put head holes next to that. Put a reinforcement next to those head holes. And put head holes in front of your other head holes. Then make sure you have these 2 sight walls here reinforced. And you'll put a mute jammer on those reinforcements. With this strat, you're going to be playing on site, specifically on these head holes. With the reinforcement head hole combo that you made earlier, you're able to watch the door for the admin hallway. You're able to watch the default plant, the swing into the closet. You're also able to watch the reception single door that leads into your hallway. And you can also watch bathroom window if needed. If they decide to plant behind you, you have a nitro cell for that to deny them from planting. That can easily stop any Amaru rush. Now, let's move on to an attacking SoloQ strat instead. This is a gridlock strat for attacking the top floor of border. What you'll want to do is rappel up to the armory balcony. First, you're going to shoot open a panel of the barricade here, and then you'll be able to see anybody that's inside of CC. Once they're dealt with because you or your team has been pushing it, you're going to put tracks on the east balcony here, and you're going to put tracks in 90 here as well. If there's a rotate to top metal, put tracks there too, but this is essentially making it to where nobody can flank you CC, and you can maintain control of it for as long as you want to get crazy angles into the site onto Africa. Once the wall's open and you're going for a plant, however, you can use your last set of gridlock tracks on sandwich just like that, paired up with smoke grenades, making it almost impossible for them to deny your default plant on the reinforcement here. Once that's done, you can re-smoke it so you don't get swung when the smoke dissipates, and then you can walk out. Then, from there, you can rappel on the balcony here, and shoot anyone who's trying to defuse the bomb. It's a very easy attacking strategy for the top floor of border. An even better attacking strat is this top floor attacking strat with Buck on Oregon. To do this in the prep phase, make sure that you get your drone behind this default drone spot in the hallway. You can stay on here for as long as you want, even after the prep phase ends. If you see anybody cross your camera, you know that somebody is in here that you need to clear out. If not, then you know that all of top small tower is clear, all of bottom small tower is clear, all of shower is clear. You know that also all of dining is clear and all of shower hall is clear. So you've cleared over a third of the map in just a few seconds. From there, you can get back on your drone into your hallway, drone top white, drone into your CC here. Okay, no one's here. Let me drone out shower. Okay, no one's over there. Let me drone out kitchen. Okay, kitchen seems to be clear. No one's in my green hall. Okay, let me leave my drone there. And now you're going to start playing vert. You can start out by clearing common positions like the position here behind the hatch. Okay, no one's here. Let's just keep bucking. And you just keep clearing all these default positions with your shotgun until they really can't play in kids anymore. You're also able to open this hatch if you want to give you a rotate option once you've planted the bomb, or just to get some easier sightlines to throw some grenades into. And it just makes it almost impossible for them to play inside of this bomb site. You can even make yourself a rotate here, and then play vert under bunks, just like this. You can go on the hard right corner of bunks. You can play vert under Z-Hall. It doesn't really matter. You just have so much you can play around with Let's Buck on this site that doing the strat is very easy, and all it takes is a single drone or two. Now, SoloQ strats might be very helpful, but one of the best things that you can do to level up your game is a healthy diet, which is why the sponsor of today's video is Control. Control is a protein supplement or meal replacement company specifically for gamers. Control has all kinds of crazy products, whether it be the protein powder they have, or their protein cookies, specifically their Rainbow Six Siege Black Ice cookie. Buying one of these cookies on their websites come with a little QR code on the back of them that enter you a chance to win some actual in-game Siege prizes. And if you use code Alka, for 10% off, you can get a discount on any product you buy in store. They're also doing crazy bundle deals that can add up to 20% off as well, meaning you can get up to 30% off of anything you buy in the Control shop. And the best thing about Control is they already are pretty cheap. So being able to get that discount while also being able to stay healthy is just a no-brainer. And with everything I've said about this sponsor, the best thing about their product is the fact that it actually tastes really good. So I'm gonna put a link in the comments to their shop with my affiliate link. And if you use code Alka for 10% off, you can get whatever your heart desires from the Control shop. So I just want to thank Control again for sponsoring for today's video. Is this defending strat for the basement of Clubhouse with Azami? As Azami, you're primarily going to be playing AK Rack to contest Generator or the Hatch Drop if they try to go for a plant. To do this, the first obvious Azami would be on this pillar here. This makes it to where if they get on your kitchen hatch, they can't shoot you when you're all the way back here. It's a very nice Azami to have. They can, however, shoot you from Generator, which is why your next Azami is going to go on the side of the shelf. However, if you place it before vaulting on the shelf, your Azami will break. So make sure you hop on the shelf first, then put your Azami down wherever you can to cover yourself when you're on top of the shelf. And now you can play this position pretty flawlessly. You can peek above it just like this. You can peek above it just like this and get good angles, or you can even break open the shelf here. It's not even working, what the fuck? No, it's being covered by debris. That's so cringe. You can even break open the cabinet to get crazy angles onto blue like this where they absolutely cannot see you. And then it's always a good option to put Azamis at the top of doors to make them have to crouch into certain angles, and then they really will not be able to see you at all. From there, I would really just use your other Azamis to replenish broken ones that may have broken, like this one here, or even the one on your shelf, and it's almost a foolproof strat. You also have impacts if you want to counter shields if they're rushing dirt, or you can always bring barbed wire to put in dirt instead, and it's one of the best defensive strategies that you can do today. Now, a map I guarantee no one knows how to play is Lair, and I can give you a pretty good SoloQ strat for the top floor with Tachanka. First of all, make sure that these two main walls are reinforced. And once you've done that, turn around and reinforce the left side wall here. Come into the hallway and reinforce the right side of this wall. Then make head holes on the left. Also make head holes on the left side of this reinforcement as well. And put a deployable shield on this double door facing the single door right there. Once you've done that, it's pretty easy for you to hold this room. You can do it with your Tachanka fire or just your ACOG when you're peeking people, but they really should not be able to push you. You can also waste a lot of time once they've opened up the main wall by putting fire on the actual wall or bouncing it from these head holes onto the default plant right there if they're planting. And you can even hold off your 90. The best part about Tachanka is that he has a lot of fire, so you can reload your launcher and do it all over again. It's a very simple strategy, and if you like playing off of deployable shields and wasting people's time, especially if they're running shields, this is one of the best ways that you can hold the top floor of Lair. A map you might be a little bit more familiar with, though, is Nighthaven Labs, and I'm going to be giving you a mirror basement strat for this map. Both of your mirrors will be in this site. What you're going to do is reinforce the right side wall here. Then put your mirror on that reinforcement, and with your shotgun, make head holes alongside that. From there, you're going to reinforce the right side of this site wall here, then put a mirror on this window here, then put a mirror on the reinforcement, and make a vaultable rotate just like this. Now, this vaultable rotate is pretty small, so most attackers won't know it's a rotate, and they therefore won't use it, but because you know it's a rotate, you can absolutely use it. Making it a rotate instead of head holes also makes it to where the holes are super high, which is good for you if you're trying to contest the hatch, or maybe just throw a nitro cell onto the stairs. However, I would actually save that nitro cell, because a lot of the times people will play vert on this site. And if they're doing that, you can easily nitro them from inside the site whenever they're bucking above you. You can also put feed holes on the left side of this wall, and then once you're standing on your mirror, you can shoot anybody coming down the stairs. If you love playing support, then this is one of the best SoloQ strats that you can do for the basement. If you want to play more of an entry frag though, then make sure you pick up a Maru for this strat on Villa. To do this strat, make sure that your prep phase drone is somewhere near the top of red. You can put it under this bench, which is personally my favorite spot, but just make sure you have a prep phase drone here. Once the prep phase ends and you're in position, right about behind this half wall, you're going to get back on your drone and make sure that nobody is playing inside of Skull. Once Skull, Top Red, and the initial Aviator games room are clear, you can easily hop in right here and take gunfights onto anybody inside a vault. Once you've done that, if you have bomb, you can plant behind the vault, or if you have flashes, you can flash into the other bomb site and kill anybody behind the bar. If you're feeling confident today, this is one of the best SoloQ strats that you can do to rush the top floor bomb site of Villa. If you'd like to defend this site though, then make sure that you bring Capcan. 3 of your Capcan traps are going to go on this statue door on the very left hand side. Now the reason I'm putting 3 on one door is because it takes 3 Capcan traps to kill anybody who is a 2 speed or higher. Typically, you have 3 armors like Gridlock or Sledge running through this door, or even 2 armors. People don't really rush through this door, so I like to put 3 Capcan traps on that one, and then I'll put 2 Capcan traps on the art door. Because people love to rush through the art door with Ashe or Yana, because people love to rush through art door with an IQ or an Ashe, who are both 3 speeds, 2 Capcan traps will kill them, while 3 Capcan traps upstairs will do enough to kill anybody. Once my Capcan traps are down, I'll just go to site and use my nitro cell to get free damage, or to deny the default plant behind the table, and then it's pretty much wraps. It's one of the easiest SoloQ strats you can do if you don't want to put in a lot of effort, and maybe you know your aim isn't the best that day. If running traps just like Capcan are your thing, then you'll love this Frost strat for Kitchen of Cafe. To do this, you'll want a shotgun because you're going to make feet holes in the common places here. Then you're going to make head holes on the right side of the red wall, and you're going to put a frost mat in coat check here. Now this part's kind of optional, but if you want to, and you're up for it, put a rotate on the right side of the bakery wall. This works out even better if you have a mirror, because then you can actually have a valid excuse for why you opened this wall. But the reason you open this wall instead of electrifying it and keeping it close is because if you sit all the way in coat check, you can get an angle onto anybody on the bakery double door, or an angle onto anybody just like this who's trying to sit behind the wall. I have a montage on YouTube of me getting multiple kills with a Rooney DMR using this angle, so I know that it definitely works. Aside from that though, you're going to put your last 2 frost mats below the restaurant window just like this. Just like this. That way if they hop in, they won't be able to shoot both of your frost mats, and they definitely will get downed. Finally, put your deployable shield behind the bakery. Finally, put your deployable shield behind the prep double window right here, and that's pretty much it for the strategy. It's super, super simple. But with that out of the way, my name's Alka, check out this next video, and I hope we'll see you there. Later.